Hey guys, we're solving inequalities today. So just like I wrote, it is just like solving equations. The only difference is that we have this inequality symbol instead of the equal sign. But we are going to imagine that that's an equal sign, and we're going to solve this equation exactly how we would solve it if it was an equal sign. So to get x by itself, the first thing you want to do is add 47 to both sides. So then they're going to cancel on the left, and I'm left with 10x is less than, right? So we're just going to bring that down like as if it was an equal sign. And then 23 plus 47 is 70. So now to get x by itself, I am going to divide both sides by 10. So on the left, 10x divided by 10, the 10's cancel. So I have x. I copy down my symbol, and then 70 divided by 10 is 7. So I get this inequality that x is less than 7, okay? And we can graph it on our number line. So to graph the solution on a number line, you need to remember that your point's going to be open if your symbols are less than or greater than. And then it's going to be closed if it's less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. So I like to remember that if there's more written of the symbol, there's more written of the point. So for this one, it is a less than, so we know we have to use an open point. Before I can do anything else, I need to graph, or I need to fill out my number line. I know I have to have 7 on it. I have 10 marks on there, so I'm just going to start at 0 here and name them up by 1. So 0 to 10, I have an open point at 7, so that goes here. Now I have to figure out which direction my arrow points. So this says all the x, or the solutions, are smaller than 7 or less than 7. But you can remember that if x comes before the symbol, like it does here, then that means the symbol points in the direction the line is drawn. So since the symbol is pointing to the left, that tells me that my arrow goes to the left. And that does represent all of the numbers that are less than 7. All right, let's look at another one. So here we have 4x plus 3 is less than or equal to 3x minus 5. So again, we're going to pretend that this is an equal sign, and we are going to solve it normally. So I'm going to start by subtracting 3x from both sides. You don't have to start doing it this way. It is totally up to you. So I have 4 minus 3 is 1x plus 3 greater than or equal to, and then all I have left over here is a negative 5. Next, I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. Those cancel. I don't have to write the 1 in front of x. I can just write x less than or equal to. Negative 5 and negative 3 give me negative 8. So that is my inequality. And then I'll number these 0 to negative 10, or negative 10 to 0. So I know that I have to have a point at 8. It has an or equal to. It is less than or equal to, so that's this one here, which means I have to use a closed point. So I'm going to draw my circle, fill it in. And then because x comes first and my symbol's pointing to the left, that means all of my answers are to the left. I would recommend that when you guys are drawing your number lines, you're putting your solution just kind of on top a little bit. It's going to make it easier for me to see where your answers belong, rather than if you're just drawing them on top of the number line all over again. Okay, I have one more example. So for this one, when we try to get x by itself, you notice how this 2x is negative. I don't want my x term to be negative. It's easier if it's positive. So the first thing I'm actually going to do is I'm going to add 2x over to the other side. It is easier with inequalities specifically. It's easier if your x value is positive, or your coefficient of x is positive. So we're going to have 4 is less than 8 plus 2x. And then I can subtract the 8 over. So I get negative 4 is less than 2x. Divide both sides by 2. Then we have negative 2 is less than x. Now notice x is not on the left side. It does not come before the symbol. It comes after the symbol. I can actually flip this backwards. I can swap these places. I can write x and negative 2. And when I flip this whole thing around, I'm also going to take my symbol and I'm going to flip it as well. So you can see how the symbol is opening to x. So over here it also has to open to x. So my answer is x is greater than negative 2. I'm going to put 0 in the middle this time. And there's really no rhyme or reason to drawing your number lines, just so long as you have the number in your answer on the number line so that you know where to put your point. So I've got a point at negative 2, and there's no line underneath my symbol, so I know that that is an open point. And then now that x is on the left, I can see that the symbol is pointing to the right, so that means my line goes to the right. Or alternatively, it is it's drawn over the top of all of the numbers that are greater than negative 2, so bigger than negative 2. Beautiful.